Visual description: David Cowan, a bald white man with a white beard wearing a black long-sleeve shirt, standing in front of a black background and using American Sign Language. Compressed captions are provided for limited English proficiency compliance. The Georgia Commission for the Deaf and Hard of Hearing is working on initiatives that are related to its mission to advocate for the human rights of Georgia's deaf, hard of hearing, and deafblind communities across their entire lifespan, and inclusive of all languages. Some of the Commission's current initiatives include advocating for the creation of ASL videos for state websites, expanding text to 911 service coverage, Medicaid policies and procedures to benefit children's services for audiology and hearing aids, improving access to auditory information in public spaces through hearing loops and open captioning, and creating support service provider programs for deaf-blind adults. Please click on the link below for more information about our initiatives and work. Graphic entitled Human Rights for Georgia's Deaf, Hard of Hearing, and Deafblind Community Across the Lifespan and Inclusive of All Languages. Center graphic, full access, surrounded by a rainbow of blue, purple, green, orange, and blue colors. Let's focus on each of these initiative goals in turn. Visual description, zooming into the graphic on the bottom left-hand corner under the heading Basic Needs. Providing full access to basic needs includes things like food, shelter, healthcare, equal access to communication and information, behavioral health support, and transportation. Visual description, zooming into the graphic's upper left-hand side under the heading Safety Services. Access to safety services include emergency services such as 911 emergency accessibility, fire department services, police department services, and hospital and EMT services. Visual description, moving into the top center of the graphic under the heading Education. Full access to education includes early brain development, early identification of disabilities such as a hearing test in the maternity ward before a child leaves the hospital, early childhood education services, such as preschool or pre-K, and to ensure these services are fully accessible to the deaf, hard of hearing, and deafblind. K-12 publicly funded education, post-secondary services like trade school or university placement, and literacy. Visual description, zooming into the upper right-hand corner of the graphic under the heading Employment. Full accessibility in the sphere of employment includes the support of vocational rehabilitation services, job training, equal opportunity employment, including the right to a workplace free of discrimination, accessibility to clear communication in the workspace, and literacy of workspace vernacular. Visual description, zooming into the lower right-hand corner of the graphic under the heading Civic and Community Engagement. Equal access to government and civic engagement, such as voter rights, beneficial laws and policies, direct communication with elected officials, and accessibility to public art museums, galleries, and entertainment.